Alright, now that we've shown you what we've lined up for you guys this week, let's dive straight into all the action. And what I've got for you guys today is the all-new HTC One M8. Now this is one smartphone that everyone was waiting for. So let's refresh you with its specs first. HTC One M8 is the successor of the HTC One. HTC One M8 comes with a 5-inch Full HD 1080p display. Onboard storage options are 16GB and 32GB. The HTC One M8 is loaded with a 2.5 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 Quadcore processor backed by 2GB of RAM. The operating system is Android 4.4 KitKat loaded on top with HTC Sense UI. At the back, the One M8 sports a duo camera where one camera is the HTC Ultra Pixel camera and the other one serves as a depth sensor. There is also a 5-megapixel front-facing camera for selfies. HTC One M8 is compatible with a nano SIM and there is a 2600 mAh battery that delivers well. HTC One M8 is priced at Rs 49,990. Alright, those were the specs on the all-new HTC One M8. Now I really can't remember when was the last time HTC made a bad looking smartphone. And continuing their legacy of making beautiful designs, well, the M8 is a stunner for sure. Of course, it's got some of the design lines that we saw on its earlier edition as well, the HTC One M7, now what HTC is trying to call it. It's got the same design lines as the earlier HTC One. It also inherits the front speaker grills, the dual speaker grills that the HTC One had to offer. And all in all, now the HTC One M8 now comes in a unibody design, and the exoskeleton of this smartphone is made up of brushed aluminium finish, which definitely makes it look smart, unique and upmarket for sure. I've got the grey one over here with me, which they sent me out for a review, and you can also get this smartphone in a silver color as well. And the gold edition of the HTC One M8 is also going to come to India soon. And trust me guys, this is one beautiful looking smartphone. If you want to own something unique and different, well, this is the one to go for, especially in terms of that design. Now the HTC One M8 comes with a 5-inch Full HD display that is bright, offers great viewing angles and vivid colors. I must say this is one of the best looking 5-inch HD displays that I've seen of late. It also has a very nice touchscreen sensitivity on it, and you often don't see any lags of sort. The text, images and videos come out very crisp and sharp on this display, and it is one great smartphone to watch a lot of videos as well, especially with the two front speaker grills that give you boom sound right on your face when you watch a video or a movie on this one. Now when you talk about the camera on the new HTC One M8, well, it offers nothing different than what you saw on the earlier edition of the HTC One as well. Apart from there is two cameras at the back. Now we'll come to that later, but first let me tell you about the primary camera on this one. It's the same 4-megapixel ultra pixel camera. HTC has not really advanced that much in the past 2 years as many of its competitors have in terms of their cameras. They've obviously upped the megapixel game over there. But the sensor on the HTC One, the earlier edition, and the M8 is same, and it is good of course, but low light imaging is not that great. It also comes with a dual tone flash on it, and of course now let's talk about the duo camera, what HTC says that they've put on the M8. They've obviously improvised here a little bit because every manufacturer is focusing on the camera of your smartphone, because that is one app that we use the most. So HTC One M8 comes with a dual camera at the back. The duo camera, the upper camera is actually not a camera, but it's a depth sensor. So when it clicks an image, it gives you a lot of options. Once you have clicked the image, in the post-processing of the image, it gives you a lot of options such as 3D, seasons, and whatnot. So that is one thing that the HTC One M8 has really pumped in and kicked in when it comes to the camera. Now, talking about the front-facing camera on the new HTC One M8, it now has a 5-megapixel. Yes, you heard it right. It has a 5-megapixel f2.0 BSI sensor front-facing cameras. If you talk about the pixel countage on a camera, the front-facing camera has more megapixels packed into it than the rear camera, but of course the rear camera works on an ultra-pixel technology. In terms of the camera, it delivers, but not that much. It has more of a post-production of image gimmicks on it than clicking a real good image overall. Now, the HTC One M8 is a competition to the all-new Samsung Galaxy S5. But where Samsung Galaxy S5 lacks in India is that it does not have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor in it, which in turn makes it non-4G LTE compatible. And that is where HTC One M8 scores. It comes loaded with a 2.5 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor backed by 2 GB of RAM. And what that means is that it is a powerhouse of a smartphone. It delivers unmatched power every single time you fire up an app or play a game or even click images on it. On the AnTuTu benchmark score test that we did on the all-new HTC One M8, it had an amazing score of 35,577, which makes it one of the best performing smartphones in India right now. This is one smartphone which will give you seamless performance every single time. But here's the catch to it. The metal body really heats up, and that is probably the only hiccup that I found with the HTC One M8. But of course, you have a solution to that. You can obviously buy a back cover for this smartphone and place it over there, and it won't feel that hot. Now, what's our verdict on the all-new HTC One M8? Well, by far, it is one of the best performing smartphones that looks good. The camera is also decent. The battery also performs. It is one beautiful looking smartphone. So, for a price tag of Rs 49,990, it competes with the likes of Sony Xperia Z2 and the Samsung Galaxy S5. And given the choice, if I had to pick among the three, I would pick up the HTC One M8 at any given day.